let's go ahead and start off. Again, my name is Harper Wagner. I am the Director of Business Transformation at YRCI, also a certified HeartMath trainer. Been delivering these sessions for the last year or so. Actually, the first session was last May, Mental Health Awareness Month. I'm blessed in many ways, and one of those is that I get to continue to do this with YRCI support. So thank you for joining, and thanks to YRCI for the continued support. We normally start with a simple heart math technique called heart focus breathing, and this is the core of many, if not, I'd say like 80% of the heart math techniques that I'm familiar with. Heart focus breathing is simple. We can do this with eyes open or closed. And if you want to turn your cameras off, that's fine. Cameras on or off, however you want to do it, whatever makes you feel comfortable. And the instructions for this, I'll guide you through this. We'll walk through the instructions, what this looks like first, and then we'll actually practice. Heart focus breathing is exactly as it sounds. We're going to focus our attention in the area of the heart. And you may want to place your hand on your heart, kind of in the center of the chest area, to help you bring your attention there. And then you're going to imagine your breath is flowing in and out of your heart. And 4 to 6 seconds out, if you can do it, 4 to 6 seconds in, and you continue with that pace. And that's it. This is heart focused breathing. Eyes open or closed. For first timers, people that are just getting familiar with this technique, you may want to do it with eyes closed. Helps to conserve energy when we close our eyes. There's a lot of energy that goes out and comes in through the eyes. So we close our eyes to conserve that energy and be able to direct that energy into our heart. That's the idea. All right, cameras on or off, eyes open or closed. Let's go ahead and dive in. Focus your attention in the area of the heart. Imagine your breath is flowing in and out of your heart or chest area. Breathing a little slower and deeper than usual. Find an easy rhythm that's comfortable. If your mind wanders from your heart or your breath, please gently bring it back. And notice what you experienced. Leave our chat is active. Feel like dropping in one or two words that describe what you experienced. Feel free to do so. It's easy to get distracted from your heart, from your breath. There's so much going on. As I was practicing, my phone was reminding me that I was disconnected from this meeting on my phone. I wanted to show the sensor output on the app on my phone, and it was just ringing, reminding me, and how to pull myself away. And the main thing is that we pull ourselves back, and we get distracted. We pull ourselves away. We have to do life, whatever that looks like. So I'm just going to ask you, as I continue through this next 9 minutes or so, let's continue to breathe in and out through the heart. Try to maintain that focus so you have an extended practice with heart focused breathing. peace, the peacefulness, the lighter. Yeah, it's getting ourselves out of our heads. Most of you on the call were thought uh, workers, right? We deal with thought, we produce things, we dealing with thought, we're in our heads all the time. So it's easy to get disconnected from our heart. And the peace that's in our heart, um, and that can be found there, that calmness, that centeredness. And that's really what heart focused breathing allows us to do, is to come back to center, come back to our heart, which is in the center of our body, if we want to think about it like that. And we get out of balance when we are mostly in our head, which makes sense. If we put ourselves on a spectrum, a vertical spectrum, and we're mostly in our head, then we're not in our body, not in our torso. And the heart is helping us get there. These simple techniques, heart focused breathing, is a go-to whenever we feel that off center. And I've mentioned this in previous sessions. For me, off center feels like I'm constricted. There's a constriction of some sort in my body. Um, and I'm wired a little differently than most folks. So the key is to find what it is in you that is an indicator for being off-centered and being in an incoherent state. We've mentioned this state of coherence where the brain and the heart are connected, are in sync, and practicing heart-focused breathing, that sense of peace, is what we attain when we're in a coherent state. And that coherent state, I don't have the PowerPoints up, but our heart beats not in a monotonous rhythm like a clock. It beats like I usually do like an accordion. It speeds up and slows down. It speeds up and slows down. And when we have a coherent speeding up and slowing down, an orderly speeding up and slowing down, that's when we're in a coherent state. And our brain is communicating, our heart is communicating to our brain that all is well. So that's when the parasympathetic branch of our autonomic nervous system is activated. So we're creating coherence, we're activating the top part of our brain, the creative part of our brain, and we're able to think forward, plan, and access that creative aspect of ourselves. When we're in an incoherent state, the rhythms aren't in a sign-like orderly fashion when they're graphed, but in a very incoherent, choppy, like very chaotic looking, frenzied pattern. And that's communicating that heart rhythm, that's communicating to the brain that all is not well. And that triggers the sympathetic branch of our autonomic nervous system. And that puts us in a fight or flight. That triggers a cascading reaction of something like 1,400 different chemicals, hormones, and all these things entering our bloodstream. And if we continue to maintain that, if we're in a stressful state continuously, that is pumping cortisol and other chemicals into our system, that maintains that heightened state of awareness for as long as we can. That also leads to burnout. Right? Not giving ourselves a break, not giving our body systems, our physiology a break from fight or flight mode. So that fight or flight mode, that's the sympathetic branch. The parasympathetic is what we can activate when we do techniques like heart focused breathing, create that state of coherence. That is activating another set of 1,400 different chemical reactions in our body, hormones. DHEA, if you've heard of this, DHEA, and I forget or I would butcher what that stands for, but the DHEA is counterbalancing the cortisol. So this is the anti-aging hormone. So the more DHEA we have in our bloodstream, the healthier we are, the more well we are. So, and this has been proven with the research that's been done over the past 3 or 4 decades. Today, we are linking stress awareness with mental health awareness. Obviously, there is a relationship. The more stress that we incur and experience in our lives, the lower our mental health generally is. And what research is showing is that actually, like Alzheimer's and other type of cognitive um, deterioration over the years, cortisol is contributing to that. Cortisol in the blood is contributing to Alzheimer's. And that's something that we're going to continue with in May. Um, DHEA helps memory. Cortisol hurts memory, creates diseases. So the more that we are aware of these reactions in the body and how our body over longer periods of time of exposure to cortisol stress, the more we can educate ourselves and choose differently. Um, and that choice to change patterns of behavior is really what we're talking about. It takes awareness first of, hey, I'm experiencing stress. I'm experiencing some type of constriction. I'm experiencing incoherence, and I choose coherence. So with that, it's bringing our focus back to the heart, back to the breath. Big deep breath in, 4 to 6 seconds, and out 4 to 6 seconds. Imagine that breath is flowing in and out, getting ourselves out of our head into our heart, centered. I'm going to invite you to take the energy up a notch as you continue to breathe in and out. Focus your attention there. Just find something in your life that you appreciate. It could be your health, your home, your family, your pets, the breakfast you had this morning, whatever it may be. Just find one thing that you can appreciate and find that place in your heart that opens up when you truly appreciate something. And move your attention there into that place in your heart that opens up when you appreciate anything. Continue to expand that opening and appreciate that one thing. Just focus your appreciation there and appreciate it with your being to whatever extent possible. This creates a state of coherence that expands into our body. It is a vibration. It is a frequency. This is measurable. And maintaining that for as long as possible throughout your days, just finding gratitude, a practice of gratitude. It's an amazing way to start a morning, amazing way to experience lunch, which many of you are now, or to close out the day, or all of it. Finding these breaks helps us to break the monotony of daily life, helps us to increase our coherence, improve our wellness, improve our mental health. And so thank you for joining me. I look forward to seeing many of you, if not all, in May. Be well out there, everyone. Thank you.